What's going on, guys? It is JTFG the Hunter here, bringing you a never before seen fish trap. It can catch you anything from fish, raw fish, to raw salmon, bones, and anything the new mob, the drowned. Any drops that they drop, you have a potential chance of catching that, along with ink sacs as well. Let's take a quick look around it, and we'll get into showing you how to build it. Alright guys, now that we found the perfect place for our trap, what we're going to do is we're going to go over some of the things that we're going to need for the build. Now some of the things are going to be a building block of some kind. I use glass, 36 magma blocks for the biggest one that we have, 10 hoppers, 2 chests, 24 powered rails, 6 detector rails, 12 regular rails, 2 fence gates or door, and a light source of any kind. I'm using glowstone. And then you have your obvious mine carts with hoppers. Alright guys, well, what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with an 8x8 square. So we're going to just cut out a little perimeter right here. And once we get the 8x8 done and we get it all cleared out, we're going to fill it with our building block that we have. And you'll see why it's important when we get there. So when we get to, after all filling everything up with our building block, we'll get back at you and we'll start gutting on the inside. Alright guys, we're back. Now that we have this all filled up right here, we're going to go find a corner and start digging down. We're going to dig down 2, and then we're going to dig into, and then what we're going to do is put our door or 2 fences. I like using fences, fence gates, alright. And then we're going to clear out this whole entire section under here. Make sure you put it underneath that block. So we're going to clear out this whole entire area. Now the reason we do it this way is because some people don't have access to sponges, and this right here keeps the underbelly of it dry. That way, you know, you're not having to struggle for breath, because this right down here is going to take longer than the top piece did. So, you know, we're going to just clear it out. Make sure it's just too high. We'll make it deeper here in a few, but we'll get back to you right after that. Alright guys, now that we got that all cleared out, what we're going to do is we're going to add light sources. The light sources keep any mobs from spawning down there. It just sucks when you just come down here and you're ready to trick your trap, see how much you've caught, and you get shot by a skeleton or get blown up by a creeper, and all your hard work goes down the drain. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to dig down 2 more, 4 deep, and clear out the whole entire thing like we did the top part, and we'll get back to you on the build. Alright guys, we have the whole entire thing hollowed out. Now it's time to start off with the build. Now what we're going to do is, one by one off the edge, we're going to place 6 magma blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 right there. And we're going to fill all those in. These are going to be what's going to catch the fish and everything. Alright. Now, after that, what we're going to do is we're going to place down our chest. I like placing my chest somewhere near the door. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the chest down, and then we're going to start adding our hoppers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our hoppers 1 block from the magma blocks. So we're going to leave that open for the mine carts. So we're going to put our our hoppers along this line right here. That way they collect everything. So we'll put 1 there, 2 and 3, and then okay. Alright, so there's that. That's all the hoppers that we're going to need for it. You could add more if you'd like, but it is unnecessary. You just have to have 1, for each 6 of the rows. Alright, now you're just going to place your building block out. That way we can lay down tracks. You just want it the whole entire length of your magma blocks. And then we're going to start adding in our rails. Now you're going to need to add a little catwalk here. This little catwalk is going to make it a little bit easier to kind of get around, to make sure that everything's working properly. Sometimes it's just really unnecessary, but here we're going to need it. Now the center part here, I kind of went ahead of myself here, but what we're going to do is we're going to need to have this so we can actually go inside. It's a lot easier to place the rails. So first off, we're going to start with 2 regular rails, 1 here and 1 here, and then we're going to go clockwise with this. So we're going to put a detector rail, and then powered rails, and then we're going to do our regular rails. And then we're going to continue the pattern, detector rail, powered rail, powered rail, powered rail. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. Alright guys, now that we have that, we're going to set up one side of the row. We're going to put our 2 regular rails on the end like before. And then we're going to mirror this side right here. We're going to mirror it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a detector rail, and then our powered rails, and then our last regular rail. And then we're going to come out 3 blocks, 2 and 3, and then we're going to continue the pattern backwards. So it'd be powered rails, put our last 2 blocks, and then our detector, and then regular rail. Alright guys, there we go. Now all we got to do is insert our hopper minecarts, and we're completely done down here, and it is ready to go. So what we're going to do is you're going to set it right here on the detector, and then kind of slide and give it a push. There it goes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add one in the middle rail right there, and then we're going to use this outside one right here to push it. We got to put it on the detector. There we go. And we're going to push it off. And there you go. You have a collection system that is completely working, and it drops everything off into your chest that you have down there. Now the last and final step is to come outside, remove the center piece of glass, and let everything start catching itself. Let's go take a look. Now be careful, you can't get sucked in. You still want the edge so nothing can get out. We just want to kind of take the center out. So just any block that's above their magma blocks, we're going to take out. And then guess what? We just opened the trap up and we're already starting to get fish coming down. It's a slow but very productive trap. It's as fast and slow as the mobs will spawn. Now we can put kelp and seagrass and use bone meal underneath the water, and everything worked perfectly fine. But this right here is just the basic. Now you will not be able to get out of it. If you get in it, you're gonna have to break something, as you see here. But this is the build, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video, taking the tutorial. If you'd like to see more like this, please do leave a comment, like the video, and share it. Make sure you hit that bell icon so when we do upload something, we can put more out there. Please do leave suggestions, and we will try to do as much as we can. Well guys, thank you very much for watching the video, and you have a great day.